The Origins of Money by Menger. Chapter 3. The Problem of the Genesis of a Medium of Exchange. In primitive traffic, the economic man is awaking, but very gradually, to an understanding of the economic advantages to be gained by exploitation of existing opportunities of exchange. His aims are directed first and foremost, in accordance with the simplicity of all primitive culture, only at what lies first to hand, and only in that proportion does the value in use of the commodities he seeks to acquire come into account in his bargaining. Under such conditions each man is intent to get by way of exchange just such goods as he directly needs, and to reject those of which he has no need at all, or with which he is already sufficiently provided. It is clear, then, that in those circumstances the number of bargains actually concluded must lie within very narrow limits. Consider how seldom it is the case that the commodity owed by somebody is less value in use than another commodity owned by somebody else, and for the latter just the opposite relation is the case. But how much more seldom does it happen that these two bodies meet? Think, indeed, of the particular difficulties obstructing the immediate barter of goods in those cases, where supply and demand do not quantitatively coincide, where, for an example, an indivisible commodity is to be exchanged for a variety of goods in the possession of different persons, or indeed for such commodities as are only in demand at different times and can be supplied only by different persons. Even in the relatively simple and so often recurring case where an economic unit A requires a commodity possessed by B, and B requires one possessed by C, while C wants one that is owned by A. Even here, under a rule of mere barter, the exchange of the goods in question would as a rule be of necessity left undone. These difficulties would have proved absolutely insurmountable obstacles to the progress of traffic, and at the same time to the production of goods not commanding a regular sale, had there not lain a remedy in the very nature of things, to wit, the different degrees of salableness of commodities. The difference existing in this respect between the article of commerce is of the highest degree of significance for the theory of money, and of the market in general, and the failure to turn it adequately to account in explaining the phenomena of trade constitutes not only as such a lamentable breach in our science, but also one of the essential causes of the backward state of monetary theory. The theory of money necessarily presupposes a theory of the salableness of goods. If we grasp this, we shall be able to understand how the almost unlimited salableness of money is only a special case, presenting only a difference of degree of a generic phenomenon of economic life, namely the difference in the salableness of commodities in general.